Good?
Welcome back.
Good. We do need to record audio.
We're recording. Doesn't fake out.
Make sure
y'all were
Make
checking
sure our
me.
producer's paying attention.
Good shit.
The LA life hasn't gotten to
Good
his
shit.
head.
100. Welcome back to the Scrum. It says February 17th up here. See, that's how you know you're bad. If you go to my schedule.
You mean the one?
The one you started. The one you started. The one you started.
March 10th.
But my schedule. March 10th. You go to your bum ass schedule.
Sorry, I'm trying, you know.
Like
putting
fraud
forth
schedule.
effort.
Fraudulent.
Welcome back to the Scrum, February 17th. What's going on, guys?
No, it's the 10th of March.
10th of March. How we doing?
Dude, it's already March, dude.
It's already March. It's been a year of like complete lockdown and shit, dude. That's kind of crazy.
We haven't moved in a whole year. You guys
From
ready to get out
this
of this room?
I mean, nah, dude. It's not too bad.
I mean, I'm not sick of it.
It could be worse, I suppose. The room
always
could be
worse.
smaller.
Everything could be worse.
We could be in that bathroom. You know?
We have to go in there from time to time.
How's that worse?
In this room, space. You know? Nah?
You mean like all three of us
Possible.
only in the
Yeah,
bathroom?
yeah.
Yeah.
We had to do this
I
from
mean,
the
the shitter's
bathroom.
in there.
That's true.
Convenient
We have to poop in front of each other.
and
Whatever.
Well. But, dude, fucking, the weather's good. And Lexi landed her dream job low-key today.
Oh, cool.
So, I'm not
Congrats.
going to say, like, where and all that shit, but definitely congrats to her.
What's her employee ID?
Full name, going to give everything away, dude. Her fucking superior, well, whatever.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
Thank you.
I'm saying I don't care about your feelings. That's what I'm saying.
This has been a really hot start to the Scrum, dude. It's been a bunch of
I'm laughing.
bunch of non sequiturs, just like statements that lead to nothing. How's our fucking Wednesdays been, dude?
Dude,
What's going on?
That's why
man?
it's hump day, dude. Sucks.
It does so. Well, it's been a beautiful day, dude. I went for a run. You know,
great day.
Shouts
stuck
out,
inside.
Lexi got her new job.
been going down weird
brought it
YouTube
up,
rabbit
like-
holes.
YouTube rabbit holes.
YouTube rabbit holes, dude. Speed chess. I don't know, like it just got pushed to my like recommended homepage, bro. So Magnus Carlsen, which I guess what was that chess show that came out like recently? Queen's Gambit.
The Queen's
Oh, yeah, that
Queen's
one.
Gambit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the chess
apparently
show.
it's roughly based on like his. I haven't seen the show, but roughly
It's not
based
about a
on.
chick?
No. But the show, I mean, the character is, but
I'm
it's
saying,
like
but it's not about like a IRL.
no. I've at least from what I've heard, it's about him, kind of like a child prodigy
Oh.
chess guy. But dude, I can't believe how many of these fucking games end in a draw. Like they'll just be playing, and then just like good game. Both
It happens to
walk
me a
away from
lot
the
too in
fucking table.
solitaire.
We'll just
The
let
app
this
is just
one.
like no more moves. I'm like, word.
We'll just agree that neither of us lost in this one.
Exactly.
But then one of them, he had to just like he had to poop, and so they just ended the game. He was just like, "Yo, I gotta go." I guess it was taking place in India, and he
That was in the Queen's Gambit.
no,
I don't,
missed that episode.
trying to follow along.
But I guess he was in India, ate Indian food like for breakfast, and it did not agree with his stomach. Kind of spicy, I suppose. And he was like, "Yo, we got to end
Shouts
this
out
game right now."
Indian food. Shouts out Magnus Carlsen, dude.
Shouts out Magnus
Jimmy
Carlsen.
Neutron ass head.
Yeah,
Big brain.
big brain, dude.
Speaking of big brain, the American sports channels decided to wise up. ESPN,
Oh yeah. So now we
Disney.
can just
Disney, really.
the app will just will never be.
The Mighty Ducks are coming back, dude.
We'll be able to like access it, and just the app won't work because that's what ESPN Plus does. Is you can't. It just crashes all the time, even when you have to pay for stuff.
I deleted the
it just crashes.
ESPN app, like the regular one, a while back, and that thing never worked.
Never worked, dude. Like when that
I had it for football, and around the time I stopped giving a shit about football, coincidentally, that app never worked.
and like it was the Conor McGregor Poirier fight that so many people bought. And it was the fight where Dana was coming out saying, like, we're going to shut down illegal streamers. Like, we're not going to stand for this stuff. And then that night, it crashed, like, as the main card started. And everyone who bought it had to buy it again if they wanted to watch it. And so everyone just illegally streamed it. we paid for it, and we just had to go find a stream because we're not going to pay for that shit twice, and because you fucked up, you know.
Hypothetically.
Quotes. But dude, yeah, 7 years. I think it's gonna be like $400 million a year. It's huge for the players, though. You're seeing the NFL having to cut. You see, like big stars are getting cut from their teams just based off of cap issues, and the NHL, who was already like seeing the cap come to a stagnant point, getting this huge influx of money every year is gonna be really good. I think.
Yeah.
For just keeping the league afloat, seeing guys are going to get paid, stuff like that. So, I mean, that's good to see. But the fucking app won't work.
It's a big plus. It's really gonna be able to bring the game to a lot of casual sports watchers.
Yeah, I wonder because is it still going to be fucked up like locally? You think? You know how like NHL center ice is like you can't.
It'll be blacked out.
That's so dumb.
Yeah,
like I can't believe.
You can blame Fox Sports.
Yeah,
I mean, basically, no disrespect to the people who are like employed by them, because they obviously work their ass off, and most of them, especially the ones in our market, could get jobs at a lot of other networks.
Yeah,
they're basically like the newspaper of TV viewing.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like
cable.
Give it up,
cable.
bro.
It's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's kind of cable
bro.
in general. Yeah,
get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just
that's
those,
just what it is.
Those contracts about fucking. Just like, because they're the local channel, they're the only ones that can have the broadcast. Mm-hmm. You're never going to grow the game. The NHL's got to have better lawyers than fucking Fox Sports, right? Probably not. It's Fox. And now that I think about it, they kind of own like.
I mean, but we're talking about. Well, it depends. They could work with like Disney's lawyers.
That's true. That's true. Now with ESPN and shit,
Disney's
probably got some
Disney
pretty
just
good
needs
lawyers.
to get Fox.
Yeah,
is that too much? Do they become like a real monopoly at that point?
Maybe. I don't know. Isn't all that shit getting looked into, right? Isn't Amazon getting looked into for being a monopoly right now?
They all should be.
I think yeah. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that
Disney
shit.
already owns Fox.
Say again?
Disney already owns Fox.
Well, probably not
That's
Fox
what I thought.
outright.
Fox Entertainment asset closed around 12 a.m. ETA Wednesday. That was on March 20th, 2019. 71.3 billion acquisition.
Said what?
How much money?
71.3 billion.
God,
that's a lot of
damn
money.
it.
You think they that was paper? You think they gave that like paper money?
it's like 20
it was like-
suitcases.
Disneyland bucks.
Oh, they gave him a bunch of fucking Mickey Mouse ears.
Just pallets of them.
Out of Disneyland, Disney World, and all Disney Studio resorts.
Wow.
Thank you for your business.
Okay, so yeah.
We don't know how contracts work. Now it's just now. Why wouldn't they just It seems like they own all of it. Just play it everywhere, right? Disney doesn't give a fuck.
Speaking of not giving a fuck, Evander Kane in the casino. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So and I get an article came out today on the Athletic, where the team and Evander Kane had up to, I forget what the date was, certain date to decide if they were going to void his contract or not, because he has filed for bankruptcy. That law process, that court process, overrides any like NHLPA or NHL policy as far as like the team being able to say, actually, you don't have that contract anymore. So they had a certain date to do that, and they requested to get that date pushed back, which was granted. And now the, I guess, like financial companies looking to get their money back from Evander Kane are looking to change the article that he filed bankruptcy under from 7, which is like, I think it's basically like personal liability, or no, 7 is business liability. He's saying he's in debt for business acquisitions and the bankruptcy gets handled differently. I think it would protect it. It would protect the lenders from coming after his NHL contract. They want to get it changed to 11, which is basically like personal liability, which would allow them to attack, or not attack, but take their money directly from his contract.
Legally attack.
And so with what they're looking to do, they're trying to push the date back about the cancellation to after when the courts are going to decide what article he can file under. So if it gets filed under like personal or whatever, and they can come for his contract, San Jose voids his contract. They can't take that. They can't take money out of that from Evander Kane. And then also San Jose inadvertently gets like $7 million taken off their books for a team that's kind of in cap hell right now at the bottom of the league. Like you're never going to move that Carlson contract. You're probably never going to move with Burns contract.
Like, this is back to Ottawa.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they could use them, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's so crazy, just like the high level fucking just court shit going on, that it would kind of be a genius move from San Jose's standpoint. I mean, he's still producing. He would almost put up 30 goals last year till the league stopped. He's doing fine this year, playing on their top line and stuff. But it's just like
At necessity, almost.
Yeah, it's like, man, we're not doing the hottest. He's in his prime right now, like. And I don't know then if he loses his contract.
Did you see that that fight? Now, you're going off right now, but did you see that clip of fucking what's his name over there on the Sharks and Kyle Clifford?
Oh, just swinging, dude.
Well, swinging, but before that, they talked in the warm-ups for like a good 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, like over at the bench, they were just jawing one another.
Like,
I think they both were on LA together.
Oh, like they were talking shit, or was it just? Like,
I think it was more of just like, look, we're gonna be scrapping, and just like, probably just having it out.
Yeah,
and
like,
then,
remember that time a couple years back? You did that fucked up thing at dinner that one time, dude. I'm this.
Who knows, dude? And then, but like they were talking at the bench, like skated, went back to the bench. Like they were having a whole. They were fucking. It was a whole thing.
They were setting up a contract. Like, all right, listen, we each get 13 punches. We gotta get.
They were just.
We're gonna have helmets off.
They were talking rules, and they went.
I saw the fight. Yeah, no, they went after it.
Did you see what's his face too fought
Reeves and Gabriel? Is that the Ryan Reeves and Curtis Gabriel?
Yes, that happened. But I'm thinking of the other fight with the kid, who was trying to fight everyone. Oh no, he fought Wilson.
Trent Frederick?
Yeah,
he fought Wilson?
He fought Wilson.
I'm surprised that didn't come across my fucking timeline.
It was low key. He got his fucking face smashed.
Yeah. Wilson's
it wasn't
big
a long
boy.
Fight.
Wilson's a big boy.
Or he was asking for one.
He was. And
but the thing is, too, is like Wilson didn't even try to go at him. And he got his 7 games, deservedly so. They were at the hashes together, and dude was just like cross-checking him off the fucking.
And was this the same game?
I feel like it was the next game.
He just hadn't gotten his suspension yet, or something. That makes sense.
That's what I think.
I mean, it makes sense then.
The same game. That's what, because I don't remember seeing the fight, and it came across my shit.
Interesting. Because I mean, it makes sense. Wilson knows that he's kind of got to.
It's probably the same game.
Well, and Wilson knows he's gonna, you got to answer on some level to. And Trent's the guy who's been
Charles
looking
on his
for it.
team now.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Yeah, and low key, I think Wilson's still beating the shit out of Char. I gotta be honest. Wilson.
They fought.
Wilson, thick boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only is he big, thick boy.
But yeah, all that. But he can throw. Like he's a pissed off dude.
Yeah, no, he's angry all the time.
He's been that way since he came into the league, and people fucking hate him. It's the cringiest, cheesiest thing to say, but every team would want this guy on their team.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure.
It's the same thing with Marchand.
For sure.
At the end of the day, like, he's a fucking rat motherfucker, Marchand is. You would want him. I'd love him to have him on the Hurricanes as a career player.
Yeah, and it's
as simple as that.
Because, I mean, obviously the physical element, but he can keep up with the pace of play. Like, you're looking at,
He'll put up 10 power play goals.
This is like Hurricanes fans be like, why don't we go out and, or better example, you see a guy like Kyle Clifford when he went to Toronto. It's like, yeah, you brought in toughness, and no offense to Kyle Clifford, but he cannot keep up with the play style that Toronto is playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like
currently on the roster.
And you gotta be able to guy who can like fit the mold of being it, like play the game well. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna go out there. You look at a guy like
guys like him make Drew Doughty.
Yeah, or you look at a guy like Ross Johnson out there in the Islanders. And like, sure, is he one of the toughest motherfuckers in the league? Probably. You know what I'm saying? He probably beat the shit out of him.
Where the fuck is he else on the stats sheet?
He's a scratch player that they bring in when they are pissed off at a guy like Wilson.
He's a rare breed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Ryan Reeves is another good example.
Yeah, and I would say he's probably
he doesn't
better.
Get scratched. He's not Ross Johnson. Yeah. No, he's not Ross Johnson. I'm talking about. He's more similar to a Tom Wilson.
Yeah, not as good, but definitely.
Wayne Simmons.
Yeah, exactly. So Wilson definitely rare breed, but off the back of that, we saw the Fabbro elbow to McGinn, which I'll agree. I don't think anyone could disagree that was far more flagrant than what happened with Wilson.
And for me, the word, and I don't know, people tried not to use it in these contexts, but I feel like it should be considered intentional.
Yeah, I mean his elbow was cocked from the face-off dot damn near.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And McGinn never McGinn.
Like-
It wasn't like McGinn changed levels last second. Like he was pretty much in the same position the whole way through. And
what we're looking at a flagrant hit to the head from a checking player, right? In that context, it's the exact same thing Wilson did. Now, I'm not defending Wilson's hit. He deserves 7 games, especially with his number of offenses. But the guy only got 2 games.
yeah,
Used his elbow, seemed far more intentional.
yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder, and I
don't
don't know how the process goes. It's probably some shit we could like look into, but
I think it has a lot to do with the history.
well, no, in history. But is there any consideration taken into like the result? So like Carlo ends up going to the hospital, whereas
True.
McGinn came back a couple shifts later.
True.
Is that taken into account? Because
I mean, I guess it should be.
but then it's also like, because you see people, they're like, they should make someone sit out for the length of time that the person they hurt, and that gets
seems
so
yeah. That's so arbitrary. It's hard to, I don't know. It's tough to.
Because you could trip a guy, he fall into the boards.
It's some fair like eye for an eye type shit, I guess. But I don't know.
But it's like, but it could
too black and white.
You could have a thing where you trip a guy, and he breaks his collarbone, fall into the boards, and you're like, I didn't mean to really trip him. Like I didn't like none of that. I wanted to happen. I'm not a dirty player, but now I got to sit out 4.5 months because this guy's his whole shoulders in shambles.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's weird.
I don't know. It's too weird.
Very weird. But jumping way back, if Kane gets his contract cut, do you think he resigns with someone else? For just like super cheap
have to
money,
be for
or
super cheap. I mean, and it's hard to say he wouldn't need it. I mean, again, he is. I don't know.
yeah, see, because then it gets back into that whole just legal side of it, of like because it seems like he and his creditors aren't on the best of terms. They want his money, and he's like, I don't want to give y'all shit. So you would think that if he has to get the contract cut because of like that article change or whatever, that whatever contract he signs, they could then come for. I don't know, man. It's kind of a wild thing. I'm wondering if this has ever happened with any other sports.
I'm sure it has.
Like,
But I'm sure I'm sure it does. Probably for the same amounts.
yeah,
But they're
honestly,
making like
maybe
3 or
even
4
more.
times as much.
That's probably what it
Yeah,
is.
you
It's
know
the same
what I mean?
amount of money. It's just basketball is getting like
They
They
settle.
get like $300 million contracts. Like, oh, I owe you $1 million. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you 14. Damn.
That's a cold.
It's gonna be a
piece.
lame Christmas.
I'm only gonna be able to get 1 car for each of my friends and family instead of the 2 cars for each of them I was planning.
But no, shouts out Kane.
Shouts out, dude.
You only get one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta send it, dude.
Yeah.
He's out there in Vegas just doing it.
That's true.
You
dude.
can't.
That is
you
true.
can't knock it. Is what I'm saying.
Dude, and speaking of contracts ending and shit, did you see a little esports talk? You see Cloaksy and FaZe finally
I did see that.
parted ways.
Good for him.
Dude, that's all that shit's
FaZe is whack.
But dude, that whole
I feel like it's
all so weird.
It's like when you're a kid, you watch like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and all that, and eventually you just like, for my generation, like you just started watching MTV, and you just stop watching those. I feel like that's like the same age bracket.
that like
FaZe
phases
fan.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
You
phase.
kind of like grow out of it
It's like
and become
all
an
kids.
optic fan.
Yeah. I mean, there's
No, I'm kidding.
I feel like, but for the most part, for the most part,
It just that's so like just for like that group of streamers that I watch, it's like so Nick is in FaZe,
yeah,
who is still friends with Jack, who's in 100T,
yeah,
and he hates fucking Nate Shot,
yeah.
and then Cloaksy was
I
in
don't know about hate,
FaZe.
yeah.
They
I know
don't-
they don't. Yeah.
But then Cloaksy was in FaZe, hates all of FaZe, but still plays with Nick, who's in FaZe, and Tim's there. He's like, like.
I mean, that's all just. I think it's they just separate the two.
I know it's just so it's kind of I don't know, it's so different. I feel like from like just the more established sports where there's kind of you rarely see guys from Green Bay go to the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that type of thing.
Sure. When these are directly, well, and it just really shows to how small the pond is.
That's true too.
You know what I mean? It's
That's
like
very
it's like
true.
the apparent pool of available coaches to hire in the NHL. It's only the same guys. Shouts out Daryl Sutter. It's like
another shot,
they're
baby.
so afraid to go outside of the norms. They just bring a dude back from I'm sure he's doing well, but they just pull a dude back from the dead. They're just like they're like, you haven't done this in for a minute. Old white guy.
Yeah, same thing with
Slam
fucking who's the motherfucker that just got the GM job? Slick back hair. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Slick back gray
Berkey.
hair. Berkey, dude.
Yeah, Brian Burke.
They just give him a GM job.
Is he a GM job?
Yeah.
Cool,
He's
Jim Rutherford.
I think he had the Penguins, right? Yeah.
I knew he was on the Penguins.
Because there was talk of a fucking Crosby trades, like day one. Everyone was like, "Oh, Sidney Crosby might be past his prime. Where does he get moved to?"
I love it.
I'm like, what?
I love it.
I mean, I guess anyone can get traded, but are we gonna like who's saying Sidney Crosby's past his prime? You know,
not I.
we'll give you one Jake Bean and one Morgan Geeky. How does that sound for one Sidney Crosby?
Malkin or bust.
We'll take 50% of Malkin's contract as well. He's going to stay on your team, but we'll just pay that 50%. Yeah. We'll just take some of that money,
We do have to sign
dude.
Svetch, still.
We do. And Dougie.
Dude, imagine Svetch and Crosby.
Disgusting.
Imagine Svetch and Malkin.
Also, just only they just changed like the language in the log. We're like, we're only speaking Russian now. Everyone's like, what?
And we play Tarkov after practice. Speaking of, dude, I'm ready to get back into it, dude.
You fucking get back into Tarkov, dude.
Yeah.
Been
Jake,
winning full.
been losing.
Losing
I've
full.
been gaining in the hideout though. Like my upgrade shit is I'm playing the game differently. I'm attacking it. I'm hitting it from a different angle. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
So,
bro.
Jacob, did we do it?
I think we did it, dude.
Word.
Covered pretty
Let 'em know
much
where
everything.
They can get it.
If you want to really get more in touch with pop culture and stuff, hit us up at Talkin' Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore. If you're watching, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You know how YouTube works. Get us a podcast
I don't
every
know how it
Monday. I don't know how it works either, dude. We're obviously not very successful on it. But podcast every Monday. Check it out. All streaming platforms. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB Josh.
At Teebs, TABZZ.
Dylan.
Coming on ready to you. T-Bags, your mom 69 420. Lowercase x, capital X.